Have you ever felt like you were praying into emptiness, as if your words were rising, but not getting through? You cry out, you plead, you shed tears, but heaven stays quiet. And God's silence, it hurts. It echoes in your soul. You start to wonder, has God forgotten me? Did I do something wrong? But let me tell you something. God's silence also speaks. In the Bible, God's silence was never absence. It was invisible movement, silent preparation. While the people cried out in Egypt, God was preparing Moses. While Hannah wept with no answer, God was forming the prophet Samuel in her womb. And when Jesus lay in the tomb, God was preparing the greatest miracle in history. Silence is not abandonment. It's silent care, a response in progress. God works in the unseen, in the spaces our eyes can't reach, but faith can feel. He molds hearts. He aligns paths. He removes what doesn't belong. He prepares what you're not ready for yet. He is a loving Father who sometimes stays silent, not because he stopped loving, but because he's teaching you something deeper. The desert is the place of silence, but also the place of intimacy. It was in the desert that Moses heard God. It was in the desert that Elijah found new strength. It was in the desert that Jesus overcame the enemy. And maybe it's in your desert that God is strengthening you now. Real faith is built in darkness, in waiting, in surrender. And it's often when nothing seems to be happening that God is doing the most. Psalm 34:18 says, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." Even when you don't feel him, he is near. Even when you don't hear him, he hears you. He counts your tears. He understands your sighs. And he moves in the right time, the right way. Maybe you're asking for something God already wants to give. But first, he wants to align you. He wants you to grow, to trust, to become someone who can carry the weight of what you're praying for. Silence sometimes is the process that turns a prayer into maturity. It's the space where you don't just speak, you learn to listen. Today, even without understanding, even without hearing anything, pray like this. Lord, I don't hear your voice right now, but I choose to trust. Even in silence, I know you're here. Teach me to wait, to rest, to believe that your silence is not rejection, but preparation. Every promise goes through silence. Every blessing comes after waiting. Every resurrection comes after the tomb. So if God is silent right now, it's because something is being aligned. Something is being shaped. Something new is about to be born. Trust, remain, wait with faith, because God's silence is the prelude to your miracle.